In an unprecedented move that could send shockwaves through the global financial system, Japan has just purchased a staggering 5 billion XRP, officially approving it as a reserve currency. Yes, you heard that right. 5 billion XRP, the Bank of Japan has made the decision to integrate XRP into its financial framework as a reserve asset, and this could radically change everything. Why is this so monumental? Well, moments ago, the CEO of SBI Holdings, one of Japan's most influential financial institutions, collapsed during a live broadcast after hearing the news. Why? Because this is more than just a financial decision, it's a tectonic shift in the way the world will view cryptocurrencies, and especially XRP. The time to pay attention is now because the run for XRP is about to start, and you don't want to miss this. Let's dive straight into the heart of the matter. To kick things off, let's talk about the 5 billion XRP that just left Ripple's escrow account. I've been tracking the blockchain in real time, and the transaction is now visible for anyone to see on the XRP ledger. 5 billion XRP were moved from the escrow wallet to an undisclosed destination. Now, this isn't just a typical transaction. This movement is a clear indicator of Japan's official commitment to using XRP in a central role within their financial system. When Ripple's escrow releases these massive quantities of XRP, it typically signals that a major financial institution or government entity is preparing for something big. And that's exactly what's happening here. But it gets even more interesting when we consider the timing. Just moments before this transfer, the Bank of Japan made a stunning announcement during their emergency meeting, confirming that XRP would now be officially recognized as part of their reserve currency system. You might be asking why. XRP, well, it all boils down to efficiency, speed, and scalability. XRP's proven ability to settle transactions in seconds at almost no cost is a game changer for a central bank like the Bank of Japan, who has been looking for ways to modernize their payment infrastructure. Now let's go even deeper into this incredible news. Thanks to some leaked information, we got access to a slide from an internal Bank of Japan meeting. While the document is blurred, one thing is crystal clear. Project Hinomaru, this is the Bank of Japan's secret initiative to integrate XRP into their central bank digital currency system. Project Homaru isn't just a test. It's the full-scale rollout of XRP as a vital part of Japan's monetary structure. It's not often that you see a country the size of Japan embrace a cryptocurrency on such a monumental scale, and this announcement will likely send ripples across the globe. This Project Hanamaru slide also reveals a crucial piece of information. XRP will not just be used as a settlement asset in Japan, but it will serve as a key bridge between traditional financial systems and the new digital financial world. The Bank of Japan is essentially making XRP the backbone of their national and international settlement infrastructure. This move will allow Japan to accelerate payments, reduce costs, and achieve a level of financial interoperability that other countries are still years away from achieving. The implications of this decision are almost limitless, and Japan's adoption of XRP is likely to inspire other nations to follow suit. Music? So, how are the financial experts reacting to this groundbreaking development? Let's start with the reaction from SBI Holdings, which has been a close ally of Ripple for years. During a live broadcast, the CEO of SBI Holdings was caught completely off guard when the news broke about XRP's official adoption by the Bank of Japan. The CEO's words were nothing short of explosive. This is bigger than Bitcoin. For someone in his position to make such a bold statement is incredibly significant. Bitcoin has long been considered the king of cryptocurrency, but now XRP is stepping into the spotlight, not just as a cryptocurrency, but as an essential asset for the financial future of one of the world's largest economies. Imagine the shift in dynamics. For years, Bitcoin has been the gold standard in the crypto world. Now XRP is positioned to challenge that position, especially when it's backed by a national central bank. This is not just a price surge we're talking about. This is a fundamental shift in the role that digital assets like XRP will play in the global financial ecosystem. Experts are now speculating that this could be the beginning of a massive change in how cryptocurrencies are viewed, not just by retail investors, but by governments and financial institutions across the globe. Music. Now let's address the million-dollar question: what happens next to XRP's price? With Japan's government and financial sector backing XRP, many analysts are predicting a meteoric rise in its value. Some experts are calling for a target of 1,500 yen per XRP before 2025. For context, this would represent an increase of nearly 20 times the current price. of XRP. How could this happen? Japan's decision to adopt XRP as a reserve currency will create massive demand for the asset. As XRP becomes a central component of Japan's financial system, it will be incorporated into various institutional and retail investment portfolios. With that much demand coming from Japan's largest bank's payment processors, and even the government, the price of XRP will likely surge. But let's break down how this price target is actually achievable. The market capitalization of XRP would need to expand significantly, and that's entirely possible with the rise of national level adoption. XRP's utility as a bridge currency in the Bank of Japan's infrastructure is set to drive huge volumes of transactions, which in turn will increase its value. Furthermore, as more institutional players and even other central banks start to adopt XRP for their own needs, the liquidity in the market will increase exponentially, further driving up the price. So, what's the next step in all of this? We are now officially in a countdown to the next major milestone for XRP. The full House vote on Japan's adoption of XRP as a reserve currency is scheduled to take place in just a few weeks. This will be the final step in officially cementing XRP as Japan's chosen digital asset once the vote passes. And with the overwhelming support from Japan's financial sector, this looks almost certain. XRP will officially become a central part of Japan's national economy. This isn't just a victory for Ripple, this is a victory for every XRP holder. And honestly, for crypto enthusiasts all around the world, Japan's approval of XRP is a powerful signal to other countries that digital currencies are no longer a fringe asset class. They're really becoming a key pillar of modern economies. The next few weeks are going to be critical, and the results of this vote will have far-reaching effects on the global cryptocurrency market. So what does this all mean for you, the XRP investor? The news we've just witnessed? Well, it really marks the beginning of a new era for XRP and the cryptocurrency market as a whole. The Bank of Japan's decision to adopt XRP as part of its reserve currency is a total game-changer, with 5 billion XRP moving from Ripple's escrow and Japan's official backing. XRP is set to surge in value, potentially hitting new price targets that honestly were once thought impossible. As the countdown to the full House vote continues, expect the excitement to build even further. The shift in global financial systems is happening right before our eyes, and XRP is right at the center of it all. If you've been holding XRP for the long haul, it looks like the wait is finally paying off. Are you ready for what's coming? The world is watching, and now is the time to prepare for what could be honestly the most exciting chapter in cryptocurrency history. The world's financial infrastructure is about to undergo a seismic shift. What Japan has just done with XRP could set a new global standard for digital currencies. Stay tuned. This could be the catalyst that changes everything. Don't miss out on what's next. This video is for educational and informational purposes only. It is not financial advice. Please do your own research and consult with a financial advisor before making any investment decision.